Hello guys, Flint here from Backyard Blasters. Today's video I've got something I'm quite excited, actually really excited to share this with you. As a younger child, when I first got into Nerf, when they were in the Nerf, just the Nerf series, the classic series, do you call it? It's like the yellow and the orange blasters, you know, the Alpha Trooper, the Maverick. What did they call that series? Oh, it's not Nerf Elite. Nerf. Gee, okay, I can't remember what that series was called, but back when we had, back when I was using those Nerf guns when they first came out, the Alpha Trooper and the Maverick, Night Finder, Nerf guns were like, they were in their little baby stage. They were just popping up. I was watching videos of Lord Draconical on how to modify the Nerf guns and stuff, and that was a lot of fun. And now here we are in the age where there's brands like Dart Zone that are making the blasters at that level of modification where they're just performing, so this is a Springer blaster performing just really well. So this is supposed to get 175 feet, I think, with the half-length darts, about 150 with the full length, I think. So here it is in the box. I had to get this shipped over from America, limited edition. I think they made 1,000 of them. They sent in a really good box. It's from Amazon. So how do you get this to Australia? Well, you have to send it to you have to use this service in Australia called Shopmate, which is by Australia Post. Now Australia Post is like our delivery service, our national delivery service. Just like in America, it's United States Postal Service, USPS. So you send it, they have a program called Shopmate. It gives you a US address. You then purchase the item on the website with the US address. They send it to the Shopmate warehouse. So this is Australia Post, have some company there or contractors or something that operate in that warehouse. And then you log onto your Shopmate account. It tells you that this parcel was received in the USA at that address, at the Shopmate address. You then pay for taxes, and they ship it over to Australia. So that's how you get it from there to here. Of course, shipping internationally is expensive, always expensive, especially when you're sending it with tracking and stuff. But look, Dart Zone have packed, first off, just looking at it here, Dart Zone have used a very good box to send it in, so it's packaged really well. Dart Zone Pro, Primetime Toys. So Primetime International, Primetime must, I think, either own Dart Zone Pro, unless Dart Zone Pro own Titan. Nah, I'm pretty sure Primetime, they're affiliated in some way, I think. Just come to think of that, I saw some funny videos on, they had a YouTube channel and they'd review, I don't know if they still do this, but they'd review, I'd seen a review of some Nerf guns, and Shadowhawk, that was not a Nerf gun, but it was a spit papers. It's like a gun that shot like wet paper, like a spitball gun in some sense. And they were doing a review, and it was just funny. It's because, the business trying to adapt to YouTube, and yeah, that's a little spiel on Primetime. So I think let's get into it. All right, the suspense has been mounting. All right, so I have taken it out of the box and I repackaged it all to show you. So let's go ahead and open it up. Alright. Okay, so this is, box opens by opening there and then lifting that up. Boom, look at that beautiful presentation. Just make sure you guys are still focused there. Beautiful, beautiful. Alright, here we have it, the Dart Zone Pro Mark 1 edition, model number 6235. I don't think that's that's the model, but the number, how there's limited edition, the number is inside here somewhere. Oh, there's a number there. So looking on the box, that's actually the back. This is the front. Got a bit of caution stuff there. Dart Zone Pro on the side. On that side, there's handle, carry handle. So even in this condition, you could ship it in this box, and it would be relatively safe. As you'll see, it's packaged. Pull those two tabs out there. Then, are you ready? Boom. going to turn that around. Now, in the top of this box, there's a sleeve that has certificate number. So I got number 123. Oh, would you look at that, 123 of 1,000. Now guys, I'm hoping this is actual legit and they only made 1,000. If they made more than that and they just sent people pieces of paper with 123 because they thought it was funny, then I would be a bit angry. But I assume this is certificate of authenticity. So 123. This is 123 here, guys. Actually, I think I might call him 123, or maybe we call him 5. Because when you add those up, you get 5. Or maybe we take 5 off 1,000 and we get 995. So it's called the Dart Zone Pro Mark 1. It's a certificate. This is like what's included. So ages 14 and up, because this is modified. This is the real deal. Now it was quite expensive, but well, not necessarily expensive. It's a lot more than you pay for a normal Nerf gun, but you're getting really good quality. So for the price, I think it's worth it. So we got the barrel here, the blaster, foregrip, the small clip. I think you call that a katana mag, and then the main clip underneath it, the ammo, some bolts, some pins, the stock, and a rear iron sight and a front iron sight, or it could be the other way around, and then the darts. Oh, the barrel. So there's an alloy barrel in there, or aluminum, I'm pretty sure, and then you can put a plastic one in if you want. And then there's this keypad, not keypad, there's this key, which is a handy tool which you can use to I know where I think the handy tool is to help. Actually, I'm not sure what situation you use the handy tool in, but it comes with a handy tool. So everything you need to get going. Now you could very much use the blaster and pack it away just as it is here, because the assembly's not too long, and then it gives you a really good way to transport it, and then yeah, it's a very easy way to transport it. So we'll take that out. Oh no, ripperoni. The darts are free. They have been liberated. This was actually taped together. I just cut it when I first got it. Okay, now I'll take these out in a second when we put it together. So, blaster. Let's spice things up a bit. See if I can lay it all out in front for you guys. Okay, so these are all the parts. Safety, fire. Oh, I'm already starting to go over it. Let's we'll put it together first, and then we'll go over the features. So, need to bring that forward. Now, the only thing is, to install this hand grip, you need a flat Phillips head screwdriver. So that is the only thing that's not included, is a Phillips head screwdriver. If they'd got that in the package, they would have everything there that you need. But I mean, that said, most people do have a Phillips head screwdriver. You know, that's probably the most common screw in nearly any appliance or toy, or anything for that matter, is a Phillips head. Well, at least for home use. I shouldn't say anything because, yeah. So Phillips head, gonna need to get that and just unscrew it, and then I will attach it onto the slide here, which is prime it back. Well, the sun is starting to set and I'm getting a bit anxious. I'm not gonna be able to finish this review in time, but before the sun goes down, but I think we can make it. And you do need quite a small Phillips head to get them undone. Okay, so once you've undone the screws, you just go ahead and pull the two plastic bits apart, and there's the groove inside at the top there, you can see, which is where it clips on here, like so. And then we just do those up. Now be careful, you really want to be careful here that you do not round the head of the screw off, because then you will not be able to get the screw undone. If anyone's done that with a Nerf gun before, it's a complete nightmare, because to then get the gun apart, you've either got to saw the damn blaster in half. Otherwise, you know, try and really get the screw out. It's difficult, so just be careful you don't. Rounding it off means you've kept rotating it when it's not rotating the screw anymore, because the screw can't go any further in, and then it just starts spinning. So this bit, you know, starts spinning in the actual head of the screw, and then it just wears it out, turns it into like a circle. So then you can't get the screw out, so you need to be careful of that. So as soon as it stops spinning, you need to stop spinning and turning it. Okay, so here it is assembled. There we go. Looking beautiful, looking beautiful. So let's go over the features. Let me show you its that's the wrong accent. First, let me show you its features. Okay, so we got the muzzle up the front. Pretty nice looking muzzle. So you can see the color scheme is green, grey, and a little bit of blue. By the way, if you're wondering where that little intro was from, the let me show its features, that's Jörg's Brav. Very respectable man in Germany. I really do love his content. He's got a ton of knowledge in carpentry. He's like Leonardo da Vinci for rubber band guns and bows and stuff. Cool guy. So back to the blaster. So we've got orange, grey color scheme, and then the alloy is blue, and then you've got the silver looking pins and bolts. The muzzle, got tactical rail on top. Oh, that's what we haven't put on, the iron sights. Okay, I'm pretty sure. Oh, this actually opens up, by the way. Rear sight. This is the rear sight, this is the front sight. Oh, now the tool goes in the back, and the handy tool and the rubber O-rings. So the O-ring replacement, that's because due to wear, your O-rings might need to be replaced when there's no air pressure to launch your dart. 2 O-rings are stored in the back compartment, rear of the shoulder stock. Pull out the... Oh, it actually shows... Oh yeah, it shows you... Oh yeah, it shows you picture by picture how to replace it. And it also shows you how to put the barrel in. Really good, it's really good. Actually, if you've never modified a blaster, this is probably even a stepping stone to modding a gun, because it shows you some of the concepts. Okay, so we've got our front and rear iron sight on. So there it is. Okay, so tactical rail, I don't know if you could put nerf accessories on. You probably could, I might be wrong. Front iron sight, rear iron sight. Front iron sight looks like that. And rear iron sight looks like that. We've got the pump grip, which is where the priming bar is, so that slides, you know, that bar slides the rest of the plunger back. We've got a cool grill feature here. It's a nice textured plastic, glossy, as well as a few matte sections. Then we've got, coming down here, the mag well, the 2 pins that hold the front section of the blaster together, the screws that hold in the slide, the priming bar. Then we have, this is where the priming bar slides back. This is where the darts feed. It has a guide there, that is really cool. That is cool, that makes sure the dart feeds perfectly. Magazine release here. Safety, fire. I'll show you this side because there's screws on. The screw ports are all on this side, and then this side you don't see the screw ports. Dart Zone Pro Mark 1 there, powered by PTDZ. What the heck is that? PTDZ, I don't know what that means. And maybe someone could let me know in the comments, I do not know. Rubbered grip, there's actually a rubber sleeve over the grip. Really cool, that's plenty of room. You could fit anything, look, unless you're really overweight, you're gonna get your finger in there, okay? You're not gonna have trouble. So, there you can get your finger in there. Then we have the stock at the back. This is a tube stock. I saw Dart Zone guy, what's his name? Out of Darts doing a review, and he said this was the only weak point. It's the blaster that, you know, in his opinion, this collapsed too easily. And yeah, it can a bit if you hit it pretty hard, but I think, yeah, it didn't collapse. I think over time it probably would collapse in, but the best way to fix your stock is probably to make it a solid stock. Put like PVC in there, and then it won't move. You know, it's a common mod you would do to the Nerf long shot. So that sits on there. Oh yeah, we've got the grip, yeah, I mentioned that. So the stock, yeah, and that's adjustable. And on the back here, this is where you have the sneaky little compartment, and there are your 2 O-rings, and the orange key will fit into there, like, or maybe it goes that way, like that. So it's yeah, pretty cool. And then you can just seal her up. So there she is. Now the magazines, you can put in the small darts. That's what this one's for. Katana mag goes in, it's like an adapter in an adapter. Wait, no, this is the adapter. So the magazine goes into there, so then it can go into there. And you can push these in and out without having to prime it back. There's no safeties on this blaster that I'm aware of, except for that one. Can you fire it when it's cocked back? No, you can't, okay. Well, it's got one safety at least. Okay, very nice. So, I'm gonna do a bit of a shooting test. I'm gonna set the target up, load the mags, and we'll get straight into it. Okie dokes, guys. Well, I've got 5 in the mag here, so you can see there. So these are the full length darts. We're going to try and take the elf out. And then just beside the elf, you can see there's a towel, and that's because after we take the elf out, we will fire into the tower, because this shoots at such a high FPS, it would probably damage the darts a bit, shooting it straight into the brick concrete wall. And as you can see, we're not at the usual firing range today. We're not doing a range test because this will easily clear 60 feet. It's shooting 150 FPS, 175 with the small length darts, but we are going to do a shooting test at least, so just not a range test. So here we go. Oh, accuracy as well. Oh, nice. So that second shot, I took my time and used the iron sight. Got him right in the noggin, I think. We'll go for that tower now. Yeah, the shot that missed the tower, that's when I wasn't using the iron sight. So the iron sights are actually pretty good, at least at this distance. We are shooting down a bit, but we'd be about, I'd say, we're not too far away right now. We're only about 7 meters. I've got the short darts here, the katana mag, which we're just going to slide into here, and we're good to go. Can we take him first shot? Oh, safety was on. I just fiddled with it before. Whoa. Yes, tango down. Wow, they hit at a much harder velocity or speed. Man, the couple, one bounced off the wall, came right back to us. They're just insane, these small ones. Oh, look at the wear. Okay, well that was that was a bit of dirt on it, but let's have a look. See if there's any marking on this. Well, it's come up all right. So this one actually made direct contact with that wall. We're about 7, 8 meters away. Oh, yeah, they hit hard. Yes, but anyway, guys, that completes the review, guys. So I haven't used this in combat, well, like, you know, in a Nerf war combat. I sound like I'm in the army or something. No. Haven't used it in a Nerf war, but the performance you're getting out, as you can see here, it's impressive. It does what it says it does. I don't have a chrono to test it either, but I know that some of the other guys on YouTube have tested it, and this is one of the same blasters. You know, it's come all the way from the US. Anyway, guys, that completes this review. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next video.